Hello everyone, NetFQ here again. Sorry about my video the other day where I talked about jumping a arc jump freighter. The video capture software that I used didn't capture the other screen showing my Cyno alt and how I positioned that and how I made sure that it was in the correct position to actually ignite. So I thought I'd make a quick video just to go over that process. So I'm on my alt now. As you can see, I'm just in a rookie ship. That's all you need. You don't want anything too flashy or expensive because once a Cyno is lit, they are basically a sitting target, just like a roll call with the industry core module activated, or a dreadnought or other ship like a paladin, or what do they call that? A marauder with the siege modules turned on. You're basically stuck there where you are in space for about 5 minutes before it wears off. Same with the Cyno. So best not to you don't need an expensive ship to light it. You just need a rookie ship. So the only thing you need to light a Cyno is you need one of these, which is a Cyno field generator Tech 1 version. I don't think there was a Tech 2 version. I guess the equivalent of it would be the covert Cyno field generator, but we'll go into that at a later video. So as you can see, the requirements for that are pretty basic. It's CPU management level 5, and of course the Cyno field theory skill as well. So the higher you have this skill, the Cyno field theory skill, the less fuel it takes to light the Cyno. So if we have a look at my skill here, as you can see, it's currently at skill level 3, and the consumption quantity bonus is 10%. Or negative 10%, so it's basically negative 10% of the base fuel required to light the Cyno. But if we go back to the actual Cyno itself, Cyno module, we can see here that it does require, to light it, it does require 350 units of ozone, consumption type liquid ozone. So if you have a look at the cargo hold of my ship here, you can see that I have 366 units of ozone. So the only reason I can fit that much in is because of this little baby here, the expanded cargo hold Tech 2. If we just take that liquid ozone out and we take the expanded cargo unit out, as you can see, it's down to 115 M3 that I can hold, and that isn't enough for me to light the Cyno. So if we put the fuel in, right, as you can see, it's only 287, so not the 350 that I need to light the Cyno, which is, it's quite bad. I mean, it used to be enough until the recent update where they nerfed the cargo space available in rookie ships, and of course the size of the fuel as well. But anyway, that's another story. So the only way you can light it now, well, I can light it, I should say, is just putting one of these expanded cargo hold Tech 2 in there. And then if I stick all that in there, you can see that I have just over the minimum requirement to light the Cyno. So that's all you need. So all you need is just for me anyway, it's a expanded cargo hold. If I had my skill level, this guy here, where is it? Requirements, this guy here. If I had this guy up to 5, I probably wouldn't need the expanded cargo hold. I could probably fit the amount of fuel needed to light the Cyno without it if Cyno field theory was up to level 5, but unfortunately it's not. So it's not that big a deal just to stick one of these in. I mean, they're cheap. I mean, let's have a look on the market currently. They are yeah, 500,000, so pretty cheap. So yeah, that's basically all you need. So normal stuff that I have is just, yeah, cargo holder expander. I have a micro warp drive, or afterburner I should say, just to get me into position quicker, and yeah, a Cyno field generator Tech 1. So how I normally go about it, if I undock, I'm currently at a Keepstar, but it really works with any station. What you need to do is just make sure that you're in a space that you're not going to block anyone, or no one's going to go into your zone and disrupt whatever's jumping to you. So as you can see, I'm just outside, so what I normally tend to do is just go up, put the afterburn on, just go up and get out of the way of everything, because the last thing you want to do is to light a cyno here and jump with your alt or with your main character and have some guy coming out of a bay in a bigger ship, or in a big ship coming out of one of these these landing bays, and bump your ship that's jumping to you off at some great distance. That's the last thing you want to happen, so it's best just to keep out of the way of everything. So I normally go straight up. Now what you need to do is you need to actually turn on your combat grid. So simple to do that. You just go here, click that button, your tactical overlay, and as you can see, you've got here, you've got a nice grid. And if you hover over your Cyno field generator, you notice that there's a red sphere that comes up around your ship. That red sphere represents the potential zone that whatever's jumping to you will land in. So you've got to make sure that within that red sphere there is nothing that could bump whatever's jumping to you. So you've got to make sure that it's clear. So as you can see, I've come up a bit. I can easily stop here, no problem whatsoever. And then as you can see, the red sphere that I've got here, it's well away from everything. Nothing at all is in the way that could potentially interfere with whatever's jumping to me. Completely clear and in space. And the most important thing is that I'm in range of the structure, so whatever's jumping to me can dock up straight away. Now, even though it says here that it's a 5 kilometer radius or sphere that whatever jumps to you can land in, I normally make sure that there's at least 15, or not 15, sorry, I should say 8 kilometers of free space around, because whatever jumping to you can land just outside this red sphere. I've had that happen to me on a couple of occasions, so you just got to bear in mind that don't have the edge of the red sphere touching anything or close by anything. You've got to make sure there's a good buffer there between the structure and the red sphere. So this is a perfect location to light it. The other thing you can do is, obviously, if you're not if you don't have a citadel nearby that you can easily just tether up to as soon as you jump, the only other alternative you've got is to do a station. So let's just warp to the station, and I'll show you the similar process. Now, some stations are better to light cynos on than others. I know that I think it's the Kildari ones which are the worst, because they've got like little antenna sticking out everywhere, so it can be quite dangerous. But as you can see, this is an Amar station, and Amar is probably one of the easiest ones that you can light a cyno on. Normally, what I do is I like to light a cyno right above it, right around here. So if we just go down to it. And as you can see, there's our sphere, so we're going to make sure that nothing's going to be touching it. So if I just come down here, and you've got to make sure as well that you're still 0 meters away from the structure. That's very important. So if we come down here, just put one berth of afterburner. Right, so as you can see, if I lit it now, that tower there would be in the way, and that could cause problems. So if I just stop now, go straight over from here. Right, there we go. If I stop there, so here would be a, well, there's actually one already up here. No, that's the Instadoc core bookmark, but we'll ignore that. So as you can see there, this would be a good place to light a cyno. As you can see, the red sphere is not touching anything. It's well away from any structure. The closest point is down here, but that's a good buffer. That's going to be fine. So this would be a good place to light the cyno on an Mars station. Really easy to do. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll actually just show it actually getting ignited. So if we just walk back to our KeepStar.
Warp drive active.
Alright, here we are. Well, we can actually light it below. Why not? Let's just get a bit closer to it. Because if you're right on the edge here and I light as a cyno, the jump freighter could jump outside just down here and not be in tether range, which wouldn't be good. So you're going to make sure that you're close enough that wherever you jump to within the red sphere, you're going to be in tether range. Because the last thing you want is to jump something that's not in tether range. That's a Loki. Just put the afterburner on just to get a bit closer. Alright, well that'll do. So I'll just stop the ship. Oops. Nice big KeepStar. Right, so I've pretty much stopped. So I'm not in fleet at the moment, and you'll notice that you can't light a cyno if you're not in fleet. So if I tried and click that, it's going to say that I must be in a fleet to light a cyno. So what I'll do is I will go over and I will form a fleet with my jump freighter pilot that's going to be jumping to me. So form fleet with, and there we go. And I'll go over to my alt here, and I need to join the fleet, so I go yes. So there we go, I'm in the fleet, there I am, and there's my alt that's going to light the cyno. Doesn't matter what order or where in the fleet hierarchy you are, just as long as you're in the same fleet, that's all you need. So what I'll do is I'll go back to my alt here, and I will light the cyno. So pretty easy to do, you just click the button, and voila, boom, cyno's lit. There we go, that's going to be there for 5 minutes. As you can see, it's counting down. Actually, it's not 5 minutes, it's 10 minutes. What am I saying? So I'm going to be stuck here for 10 minutes and I'm not tethered. Yeah, as soon as you light the cyno, you're not tethered, so you're vulnerable to anyone to attack you. So especially if you're in hostile space, it's imperative that you light the cyno and jump straight away. because the last thing you want to do is light the cyno, have some enemy or nuke come along and destroy you before you've got a chance to jump, because then that's just a waste of a cyno generator module and a rookie ship with the ozone on it. You have to start all over again. But anyway, so here we go. It's lit. What I'll do though is I'll just take a screenshot of that because that's pretty impressive. Great. Oh, why isn't this working? Sorry about that. Just 2 seconds, bear with me, hold on. Alright, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so as you can see it's lit. So what I'll do is there's the sphere that the jump freighter can potentially jump to. So I'll go back to my jump freighter. I'll undock. Now the great things about citadels is when you do undock you are tethered, so you're not vulnerable to anything, because as you can see there is a Newton a red guy in system, so there is hostiles in system. So the fact that you can undock your jump freighter and still be tethered is fantastic. My capacitor is 100%, so I've got enough capacitor to jump. I've got the stuff that I want to take over in the cargo hold, and I have enough fuel as well. Yep, which is plenty of helium isotopes. So all you got to do to jump to the your cyno that's in your fleet is you right click on your ship and you can jump to. There are different types of beacons that you can jump to. You can jump to cyno generators. You can also jump to jump bridges as well. And in the Test Alliance there are a lot of jump bridges around that you can potentially jump to, but that's another topic for another day. So what I'll do is I'll just jump to my Cyno alt, which is this guy here, and he automatically comes up in the list. So all I've got to do is click on that and then away we go. Right, and we have landed. So there I am over here, and if I come back here, as you can see the red sphere, I have actually landed just outside it. So I've landed about 6 kilometers outside the red sphere. So this is what I was saying, that you need to have a buffer between any potential structure and the red sphere. Otherwise, if there was a structure right there, right next to the red sphere, and I jumped, obviously my arc here would be in the structure and would bounce quite away, far away, which would not be a good thing to do, especially in a system with hostiles. And so yeah, the fact that I landed outside the red sphere is just an indication of the fact that you really have to be careful about where you jump and how you position your jump bridges. So yeah, as you can see, straight away I'm tethered, so I'm invulnerable. This is the safest way to jump a jump freighter, is from citadel to citadel. The only thing at risk here is your cyno alt, because this guy is still going to be invulnerable for another 5 minutes. So any Newton system can easily just come along and blap him and he'll be dead. So yeah, that's the only thing, but again, I mean, that's cheap. I mean, if we have a look at the thing again, I mean, the only thing that's really expensive is this guy, the cyno generator. which cost, let's have a look, they cost about $1 million, 1.2 million I think. Okay, no, I lied, 1.7 million. So yeah, they are the most expensive thing on the ship. But one thing I do like doing though is if you are going to be jumping quite a distance, like 4, 5, or 6 jumps, and you're doing it with your Cyno alts, it always pays to in your cargo hold for your jump freighter to have a couple spare rookie ships, a couple spare Cyno generators, and a couple spare, well, quite a bit spare of the ozone, liquid ozone, just in case, well, you'll need liquid ozone because I used obviously just about all of it to light the Cyno in the first place. So if I was going to use this alt again to light another Cyno, I'd need to have a top up of liquid ozone. So it's always good to carry some liquid ozone in your jump freighter just so you can replenish your alts on the way down the chain. And also too, yeah, if this guy gets popped at all by any newt that comes into system, it's always good to have some spare Cyno generators and maybe a couple of rookie ships if there's no stations in the system, because as you know, if you die, you can dock up in a station and you get your rookie ship back, which is good. But some systems don't have don't have stations, so you're pretty well stuffed. You'll have to venture out further, which has a potential of having your pod killed and you death cloning back to wherever you came from, which wouldn't be good, especially if you were not intending for that to happen. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nice and easy to do. So I hope I've answered most of your questions about how to light a Cyno, where to light a Cyno, and the potential pitfalls about lighting a Cyno. Yeah, cluster shut down in 5 minutes. Yes, it's just about 11 o'clock. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial about lighting a Cyno field generator, and yeah, have fun, and until the next time, fly safe. Bye for now. One of the things that I forgot to mention, which I really should have, is how far you can actually jump, how many light years you can actually jump to someone that lit a Cyno field generator. Now the maximum range that you can jump isn't at all related to the skill of the person lighting the Cyno field generator. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. Where the skill comes into is with the person that you're actually using to jump to, i.e. the jump freighter pilot that you've got, and it all has to do with the skill, which is God, let's have a look. Do I remember what skill it is? Let's just go to my skill queue very quickly. I think it's actually a jump drive operation, isn't it? Yeah, so skill at using jump drives, 5% reduction in the capacity. No, that's not it at all. It's this one here. There we go. So jump drive calibration. So this is an advanced skill at using jump drives, 20% increase in maximum jump range per skill level. So the higher you have that, the further you can jump, depending on the range of the ship, or the maximum range of the ship that you're using. So I've got an arc here, and if you have a look at the attributes for the arc, the maximum jump range with my current skill level is 10 light years. So as long as somebody, doesn't matter who they are or what skill level they have, well, the minimum skill level that they need is that's required to actually light a Cyno field generator. So as long as they've got that minimum skill level, they can light a Cyno field generator anywhere within 10 light years of where my jump freighter is, and I will be able to jump to them. So I think that's very, very important for new people to know, because I know that a lot of people do get confused about the skills required and how far you can jump. So as you can see, yeah, it's just it's 10 light years for a jump freighter. If I was to use another ship, I think like a Nidhogger. Let's just have a quick look. I don't think there's any in market, but what I'll do is I'll just get the specs for it. Oh, there are a couple on market. 1.6 billion. So yeah, a Nidhogger. As you can see, with my current skills, I can only jump 3.5 light years, which is pretty low actually. That's I honestly thought it was 7 light years. That's that's quite interesting. I didn't realize it was so low. Maybe no, it's got to be that. Well, anyway, you get the idea. So it just depends on the skills you have, the maximum range of the ship that you're flying, and that's it. So as long as the person lighting the Cyno field generator is within that maximum range of the ship that you're wanting to jump, you can jump quite easily. And yeah, that's all I wanted to add. So yeah, as I said before, have fun and fly safe. Bye for now.